Human resources people of Reddit, what are some NSF complaints you've had to investigate about your workers? Not HR, but I was a manager of a retail store, so I did a lot of HR related stuff. Most of my employees were women, most of my customers were women. The women's bathroom got 90% of the attention, but that said, the men's room was a bad time with the rare man that came in. Day comes, we get a complaint about the smell coming from the bathrooms. I'm a big guy, and my main rule was that I wouldn't ask my employees to sew things I wouldn't do because I made much more than they did, so I put on the latex gloves and marched back to the men's room. It was fine. Completely fine. Well, a scrap or two or toilet paper, but fine. I open the women's room door and I am struck by the stench of rot. It basically knocks me off my feet. I open the door all the way. The ceiling, floor, and every wall is covered in poop. Finger marks in it, so it was painted. I take a minute to be shocked, close the door, tape it off, tell my boss I'm calling a cleanup crew. He says, "No, I can clean it." I tell him, "No way. If you'd seen what I'd seen, you would know better." He says, "Okay. No, I can clean it." I tell him, "No way. If you'd seen what I'd seen, you would know better." He says, "Okay." 10 days or so later, it happens again. And at that point, the only women in the store had been my employees. It was essentially an open and shut case. One is a barely functional germaphobe, and the other had washed her hands at least 5 times, smelled like death, and wouldn't make eye contact with me. "Maria, what the F are you doing? Sometimes I smoke a little something, and then I hear the bugs in the toilet. I just have to fish them out before they drown." So I'm gonna go find a pen that I don't want anymore. You can keep it after you touch it, and just write down everything you just told me and how many times you've done that. That way I can figure out what to do from here. While she did that, I called my boss. "Hey, so there's a problem with Maria." When there's an employee, there's no problems, just opportunities. Great. So Maria has an opportunity with smoking, then smearing crap on the walls because she hears bugs in the toilet. Obviously she got fired, but I kept her on staff long enough to get her into rehab.